And the Rockets already with their game faces on as they get off the bus. Got to be geared up for these road games. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Hi, everyone. Time to get payday.
Well, guys,
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum.
And right now for Brooklyn, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
Well, yeah, Greg, I mean, they had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, they've got Jared Allen. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Irving, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. There's a lot of expectations, high expectations when you're the #1 overall pick in the draft. You know it well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's something that I wanted. Derek Coleman was from Detroit, and 2 years earlier, he was the #1 pick, and I'd always been a fan of his, so I felt like he was passing the baton, and I had to kind of do what he did. And then Shaquille O'Neal was Rookie of the Year before myself, and the #1 pick. And so, for me, I looked at it as, a pretty big weight, but the honor was more than the weight, and I was honored to be pick #1, and I relished in that, and I had great teammates that are...
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. And once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Here's Allen. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Oh, no hesitation to get into the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Westbrook, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Durant with it. Westbrook picks him up.
That's how you get your boys on the bench going crazy. What an incredible dunk by Durant. Never ceases to amaze.
Here's Harden. And it's sent back by Allen. Outside Irving. Dinwiddie outside. Shoots the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Westbrook up top, covered by Irving. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
And so Westbrook makes them both.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jordan with the rebound.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this game.
Irving looking over the floor. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Rockets trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Houston also making some changes. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Gordon subbed in for Gerald Green. Now Irving, coming off a solid outing against Indiana. And the Nets miss again. Gordon for three. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Harris. How he performed last season. Put up about 13 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
And stolen by Prince. Here's Irving, and the slam dunk by Irving.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Here's Rivers, and it's sent back by Allen. And here we go, Brooklyn fast break. Chandler leading the charge. Prince misses.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable. Well, Mike D'Antoni, a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached had, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
And that one drops.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Outside Gordon. Pass to House. Back to Gordon. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, we got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
It's showing how effective he can be. It's crucial that Gordon plays with confidence close to the bucket.
Here's Irving, and the slam dunk by Irving.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Outside Gordon. Teardrop shot, and he lays it up and in. Gordon's got his second bucket.
Gordon's floater is so soft, gliding it beautifully over the D, making it hard to block.
Back to Prince, over House, and the shot is long.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Here's Gordon. Rebound, Brooklyn. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lobbed up there for Chandler.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Nets lead by 16. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
Force their own coverage, and not that time.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Gerald Green out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Jerebko in at the center position. Rivers surveying the D. And then Jerebko with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, G.A., right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Prince dishes to Chandler. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Tucker. Chandler's shot good. And the Nets lead by 8.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Dinwiddie with the steal. Pass to Allen. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And it's Allen with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Westbrook passes to Green. With the teardrop. And no good that time. Excellent D there from Allen. Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Chandler's shot good.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Outside, Green. Poked away. And so Houston again turning it over. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Dinwiddie outside. Stolen by Rivers. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And it's Green with the jam.
Man, he can get up there and go and get it. Green, to me, Kevin, he's the ideal player to have on the back end of an alley-oop.
Dinwiddie finds Chandler. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists now tonight. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. A 12-point game. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Now a timeout called by Houston. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Joe Harris. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
All right, thank you, David. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're trailing, but they are really battling, working the ball down low, getting good looks in the paint. The inside game much improved from where it was in the first half.
And a new team for Kyrie Irving. Last season, he told Celtics fans, I'll be back if you'll just have me. But as the season wore on, it became, ask me in July.
Yeah, well, he's hungered for a leadership role for a long time. The Celtics with such depth of talent. Now, on this roster, perhaps a clearer pecking order.
Pass to Green. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, what really separates Capella is his explosiveness around the rim. My goodness.
Irving attacking, and it's good. 2 points. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Harden inside the 3-point line. Houston gets it back. Tucker. Excellent D there from Allen.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And he gets it to go. And the Nets lead by 15.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Tucker, the pass to Harden. Looking to get it going. And it's good on the way in.
He's been a different player since halftime. Coming on strong now.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot off.
His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
Nets leading by 13. And here's Irving. He feeds it to Prince. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 9th assist in the game now.
It's just not quite tight enough on him to impact the shot. He got a good look on that.
It's tipped. Here's Prince. He kicks it to Irving. Outside Durant, pulls up, high post. Again, the Nets for 2.
The rhythm and the poise that Durant has when getting ready to catch and shoot is second to none in the league.
Harden outside. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
It's 2-on-1. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got 6 rebounds in the game. It's Durant with the drive. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And every step of Durant on the drive covers so much ground. You know he's looking to finish that play with a dunk.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. So many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, you got your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
And both free throws good for Wilson Chandler. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Rivers against Dinwiddie. Now here's Rivers. D right on him. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Over Clark. but they recover it.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Out of hand on it. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Dinwiddie against Westbrook. Shoots over Dinwiddie. The shot's good from Westbrook.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Temple finds Chandler. It's blocked. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead